What's up, guys? Back with me is here, and today we got the Fosters Season 3, Episode 18, Rehearsal. Okay, so this episode starts off with Callie in a, in a room with Daphne, Tasha's foster parents, and Callie's basically like, hey, if her mom was Daphne is just trying to get her daughter back, and if Callie's mom was still alive, she would want to go with her mom. But the judge is like, hey, until Daphne get employment for some odd reason, which is not understand why she doesn't work at Now Birthday anymore. I guess she got fired, or it was only part time, and that part time ended. So just like with Callie, she doesn't work there anymore. They're like she needs to gain employment somewhere else. So yeah, so Callie talks to the jerk face Justina, and and Justina is Justina is like, hey, Callie, I can't give your friend a job, but yeah, she also tells Callie of a little bit of backstory about how Callie about how she used to live with someone named Lizzie, and about how she gave Lizzie her Mrs. Beasley doll, whatever that is, from a show called Family Affairs, and and when and when and and when Lizzie's birth mom came in custody, she she never got her doll, but they never let her pick up her doll when her mom lost custody again, and Lizzie's in the system. So Callie basically looked up Lizzie's name one morning. I was talking about Romeo and Juliet in the play, and basically is like, and looks at a video where Justina is basically saying that she is Lizzie, but she basically tells Callie that she would tell Lizzie's story. No one would believe, no one would pay attention, so she basically took her own friend's story as her own. So basically, yeah. So at the warehouse, we see Marianne even calls Matt's girlfriend Zoe Rockabilly Barbie, which is kind of weird, plus funny, plus weird. But anyway, yeah. So Marianne and Nick are hanging out. Jesus thinks that he can do the sets when he falls in, which is kind of funny. It also hurts for Jesus, but he falls into one of the sets, and he's like, he's fine. But yeah, so they call Gabe to help, and yeah, they call Gabe to help, and Mariana is like, and Mariana is you know, Mariana is like, you cannot date her over it. You cannot date Zoe, and he's like, that means you cannot date. You can't date James Dean over there. And she's like, and he's like, hey, hey, hey. And Mariana just walks away, and and he's like, hey, remember Matt? You broke up with Mariana, and he's like, what's the same business? And he's like, Mariana's my girlfriend. This is her warehouse, and he's like, this is your dad's warehouse, and he's like, that Nick is letting us use. So Matt walks away, and Zoe decides to say, hey, bro, you were given false information. Mariana did not break up with Matt. Matt did not break up with Mariana. Mariana cheated on him. So basically, Mariana is like, talk to Nick, texts saying talk to him, but Mariana basically rushes in saying, hey, did you tell your girlfriend about how did you know about them? And he's like, how'd you know that she cheated on him with Wyatt? And Brandon's like, wait, Wyatt? And he's like, I didn't say it. Maybe she's saying something, but she's not. And maybe she's saying something that she's not. And she's like, you can thank your girlfriend for slut shaming her. And walks away mad. And he's like, I didn't say anything. And Brandon's like, maybe you should tell your girlfriend to keep her mouth shut. So yeah, so basically we learn later that Zoe told Talia, then Wyatt told Talia, then Talia told Zoe, and I don't know why Wyatt's telling Talia. I get Talia telling Zoe, but why tell his ex-girlfriend? My boy Wyatt. You're just trying to turn my boy Wyatt into a bad guy? How dare you? How dare you turn my boy Wyatt into a snitch? How dare you, Matt? And how dare you? But anyway, yeah. So yeah. So Matt. So Jesus. Aside from how dare they turn my boy Wyatt into someone who would blab about him sleeping with Mariana. Aside from that, Mariana. Matt, actually, Jesus is talking with, and he starts thinking about how he and his sister used to fight all the time, but after he his about he about he and his how he Gabe and his sister used to fight all the time, but when his family but when he went to jail, his family basically just wrote him off, and his sister has kids that he can't go near since the sleep offender registry thing, and Jesus is like, and he's like, he basically found out when was pregnant, and he basically told her not to do it because he thought she wasn't responsible to have kids, and he wasn't, and he didn't think he was okay to have some, and yeah. So he's just kind of weird about this. So yeah. So then Courtney finally meets Seth for the first time, finally meets Seth for the first time, and yeah, and he's like, "This is Courtney, Courtney," and yeah, the the person at the smokehouse, and she's like, "I know you. You're one of the bartenders," and yeah, and basically they kiss in the parking lot with Steph seeing. I don't know. He had the awkward part. Brandon there had the awkward part. He was like court knee. Like he just couldn't. Yeah. Well, anyway, Steph's like, hey, I saw you and Courtney kiss outside. Are you two dating? He's like, yeah. And she's like 21. He's like 18, and he's almost 18. And she's like, we're telling you not to sleep with Courtney until you're 18, at least. So Brandon can't sleep with her. But yeah, yeah. So Jesus basically confronts Gabe, and is like, you basically told him not to have them, and he's like, hey, he's new at this whole being. He's not his dad, but he's trying to get to know him, and he may say things wrong sometimes. But yeah, so yeah, so yeah, so Daphne, so Callie's like, hey, I got you a job with Justina, jerkface Justina, and yeah, so yeah, she got her job with Justina, and yeah, so basically, I think, yeah, and also Gabe gets arrested because cops come looking for ID, but he didn't know Mariano was gonna be there, so Gabe gets arrested. He's like, tell your moms, and Gabe gets arrested. So he's back in jail again, but this time it's because he didn't know Mariano was just gonna show up there. So anyway, that wraps up this episode of The Fosters. I really enjoyed this one. This episode was really great. It didn't have much bad moments. We are almost done this season. We only have next up with the penultimate episode of the season. Then we have the finale, which is episode 20. Then we'll start season 4. Then after we're done season 4, we have the final season, season 5. And then we'll finally be able to start Good Trouble. And then after that, don't know, after season 1, 2, Good Trouble, I don't know. I might watch season 3. Don't know. If season 1, 2, Good Trouble are very good, I might watch season 3. But anyway, yeah. I will be starting an anime channel, basically talking about anime, reviewing anime, and I hope you guys want to watch it. Some people have said, cool, doing an anime channel is a good idea, and that's all I got. But anyway, yeah, so I think this episode gets really good from me. This episode was really good. It was really enjoyable. Next episode is it's time for Brandon to do his show for Romeo and Juliet. So I guess we'll talk about that one next time on the Fosters review series. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe because everyone Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you. See you next time for the Fosters. Rock and roll.